right now, let's go off track for a minute. Just get into Kroll security to read more
Cool.
about this shit. Is that cool with you, Todd?
Sounds dope.
Okay. So Kroll link on Wikipedia. Historical cases. Capital outflows from the Soviet Union and Russia. So I don't know if this will bring up anything, but this is supposedly he would have had something to do with the aftermath of this, or done something similar to this, because Tim said 20 years ago, maybe it was 30 years ago. In March 1992, the Yeltsin government contracted Kroll Associates to track down and find very large sums of money that had been removed from the Soviet Union prior to August 1991 push on the Russian White House. Sounds like something you'd hire Jeffrey Epstein to do in 1982. But busy with Les Wexner at this point. So yeah, they got Kroll Associates to do the bounty. In 1992, first Deputy Prime Minister Yegor Timarchov Gaidar said last year saw large-scale privatization by the nomenclature privatization by officials for their own personal benefit. Gaidar called the communists and the KGB officials criminals, and that a vigorous search for the money trails from state-owned capital had flowed abroad virtually unchecked before the collapse of the Soviet Union in summer 1991. Maybe it was him that took it. He was only prime minister from June to December in 1992. But yeah, on March 1992, the Russian government froze all capital outflows. March 15, all capital outflows from Russia. In April 1992, Kroll Associates began their investigations with Joseph Sirio heading the Kroll Associates efforts in Moscow. Although Joseph Rossetti, the vice chairman of Kroll Associates, was in Moscow to assist, the Kroll Associates determined that 14 billion in 1991 real dollars had been transferred from Switzerland to New York prior to the August 1991 push, or coup. Also, the Communist Party of the former Soviet Union, along with other government agencies such as the KGB, had transferred more than 40 billion in 2014 real dollars out of the country. The assets of Bank, a Russian state development corporation, were frozen during the investigation. However, numerous transactions occurred to bypass the capital flow restrictions, often with the British Barclays Bank in Cyprus, acting as a money laundering center for public officials from St. Petersburg and Moscow. You know how these banks do with the money laundering, bruh. One of them told us HSBC's been the one lately. According to Valerie, they didn't even go to the anti-laundering shit. According to Valerie McCartas, the government's chief inspector, many joint stock companies were formed to provide a legal means for capital outflows from Russia, such as the Leningrad Association of Joint Ventures. The Rossiya Bank is a Russian joint stock bank founded on June 27, 1990. The company headquarters are in St. Petersburg. And KOLO. Numerous officials became wealthy Russian oligarchs, including numerous former KGB officials, prominent communists such as Oleg Belikov, and other former communists who headed the party's Central Committee department that dealt with the defense industry, as well as Leonid Kravchenko, who was former head of state television and radio company. Jules Kroll, the head of Kroll Associates, uncovered hundreds of illicit transactions with massive capital outflows. This outflow of capital from the Soviet Union and Russia directly contributed to severe economic conditions in Russia during Boris Yeltsin's second term, leading to its collapse and resulting in the age of Vladimir Putin as the president of Russia. So crazy. So crazy. But yeah, they do a lot of shit. Kroll's got offices around the world. I don't know.
Just a sketchy agency.
Revenue 1 billion. Founder Jules Kroll. So I'm just gonna go over Jules Kroll quickly. He's Nick Kroll's dad. I don't know, Nick Kroll, hilarious comedian. But yeah. US.
That's crazy. That's just super crazy. I never thought that.
Yeah. So They made $1 billion in 2007. It's $1 billion a year, but it's that was 2007. So who knows? Probably more every year now. But Nick Kroll's so funny. It doesn't even matter where that came from. Like,
Yeah.
anyways, Jules B. Kroll is an American businessman whose company Kroll Inc. is credited with founding modern corporate investigations industry in 1972. As we know, corporate investigations were started by pharmacy companies way back in the 1900s. So nothing new. Just this guy made $1 billion company, so they gave him the moniker. Even though I don't think there was computers in 72. But in 2004, Kroll was sold to Marsh and McClellan Companies. So Marsh is an insurance broker. So if you want to like fund terrorism, go to that insurance brokerage for $1.9 billion, $2 billion. In 2009, Kroll founded two successor firms, Kroll Bond Rating Agency, page does not exist, and K2 Intelligence. KBR is the first bond rating agency formed since the financial crisis of 2007-2008. K2 Intelligence, run by Kroll's son Jeremy, continues the family's work in asset recovery, Jeffrey Epstein shit, due diligence, just making sure financial shit's proper and real, litigation support, so probably some type of shit around laws, and a range of corporate investigations, aka espionage. His occupation, businessman, although he went to school, Cornell University for a BA and Georgetown University Law for a JD. So some crazy stuff there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna go too deep. I'll let you guys read up all about him on the Wikipedia. That's just the summary. We could go deep and spend all day on him, but I'll leave that to you guys for now. If you want to hear more about that type of stuff, though, yeah, let us know.